Hello guys, welcome to my channel, and here we'll be speaking. I really love podcasts and interviews, so I'll be doing more of those in this channel. But as we are starting, initially I wanted to start this channel with podcasts or interviews on moms, especially young single moms and their challenges, but something else came up this year. We lost our mom this year, and just been feeling like I should make videos on just talking about grief and the process of grief and how it may affect someone. I don't know, I just feel like it. I've been avoiding it because I'm like, this is like, who would want such kind of stuff? But I feel like it's important to talk about it because there, I don't know, it might, even if it's not helping anyone out there or not resourceful to anyone, it is helping me to heal because the process is not that favorable. And I think it's important for people to heal so that they can move on with their lives. Not really move on, but learn how to cope with it and know how to go forward with it, because you can never really let go. You can never really move on. Just learn how to live with it. So I've been feeling like just speaking about grief as I start this channel, because as you can see, it's not like I have equipment or I have fancy stuff, but I have my phone and I've been watching videos and people saying that if you want to do something, just start. So I decided to just start. There's a previous video I posted speaking with my son, just trying to figure out where his mind is on the matters of grief and the passing of his grandmother, because they were cool. They were so cool. So here we are, just before we figure out everything this month. It's almost over, but the remaining days, I just want to continue speaking about the grief process and everything that has been happening, what I've learned, what I know now, just everything. Anything that comes up in my mind, I'll be just speaking about it and posting it. And it will be all about grief, at least for this month, so that when next year, 2026, comes, I will have spoken about stuff and probably helped myself and maybe one more person. Who knows? Also, it can give awareness to one or two people about something to do with grief, according to my experience. I'm not saying this is what really happens or this is the correct stuff, but according to my experience, this is what I'm going to be speaking about. So, yeah. According to me, I was just reading about grief and doing some search about grief, and I found out that grief is natural. It is natural. It happens. Like, it's not something that is new or like how can I say this? Like when people do surgeries to increase maybe their body parts, that was not their natural body part. It was something that was added. But they're saying grief is natural. So it is something that is happening. It happens and it just comes. Like, it is natural to happen when someone has suffered a loss. And when we speak about loss, we're not only speaking about the loss of like death, because one might lose their job and go into grief. One might lose a relationship and turn to grief. One might lose a friendship, a home, anything that is so precious to you, and you lose it like it takes a toll on you, and that and then you fall into grief. So any kind of loss might lead to grief, and it is so deep if the loss is so close to you or so precious to you. Like, for example, I will speak about loss of a person like that, because that is what I've experienced, and that is what I'm experiencing right now, and that is what is hitting me now. So when you lose someone so close to you, the grief is deeper than someone who is not so close to you. What I mean is, for example, you have family members, right? There are those family members from so far, like your great auntie, or you just know they exist, but there's no that close relationship with them. So this kind of person, you will feel empathy. You will feel some kind of, oh, that is so sad, they're gone. But you not spend your whole life thinking about it, because there was no that closeness. But if a person was so close to you like this, I'm telling you, it will be so deep. The grief will be so deep. And oftenly, because 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 these kind of things are not taught, these kind of things are not spoken about a lot in families, in churches, in friendships, in groups. People don't talk about death a lot. They're like, hey, I cannot speak about death. Hey, I don't want to die. So that is a topic that inaekwa chini ya maji. So people don't speak about grief a lot. Maybe nowadays it's coming up, but back then it wasn't that much. So there are people who are in the dark when it comes to dealing with grief. Like, they don't know how to deal with it. They don't know if it comes, how is it like. They don't know the experience. They don't know how to explain it. They don't know when it knocks or clicks. They don't know this is grief. This is grief. And they don't know how to deal with it. They don't know how to experience it in the right way, because it can lead people to bad decisions, very bad. So, yeah, grief is basically when you are suffering a loss of something so precious to you, and it is so intense if the person is close to you, or the thing is so precious to you. This grief is an adjustment. Grief is an adjustment to something that was so precious to you. Now this thing is not there, or this person is not there. So you're adjusting. You have to adjust with them not being there forever. Like, they're gone. Like, the last time you heard their voice, that was the last time. The last time you saw them, that was the last time. The last time you had a call, it was the last in your living life. Like, the last. So grief is like you're adjusting to now the fact that this person is not there again. This person will never be there. This person will never call. There will be never much. There'll never be a hug. You just have to keep on playing now things about them in your mind. You keep on remembering how they look like, how they acted, how they laugh. So grief is that adjustment. You're adjusting to the fact that they're not there anymore. Like, the things they used to do, you're adjusting, they'll never be done. The things they used to say, you're adjusting to, oh, they'll never be said. The voice of this person, like, you're adjusting to the fact that it's gone forever. It will never be there. You'll never hear it. In fact, even after years, some years, there's it starts fading. Like, you're trying to remember how this person used to sound like. Lucky enough, if you have voice notes or recordings, you'll keep on remembering. But if you have none, it will be fading from time to time. Like, my dad died in 2007. I was young, very young. I do not remember how he sounded like. I cannot say how he sounded like, because it was 2007. I was young. I did not have a phone, so I did not do recordings. And as far as I remember, he was a very mkali person. So there were nothing like selfies, nothing like videos. I see people nowadays, we are doing videos with our parents and we're laughing and joking and pranks. I don't have I don't have such kind of thing. So I don't remember how he sounded like. I cannot remember the voice. The face I remember. Unfortunately, I also don't have his pictures. I don't have a lot of his pictures. I have none, in fact. I have none. So I don't even, I know the face. I remember the features of his face, how he looked like. I remember that slightly, not so deeply, because I also think I am a kind of person who, there are a lot of things I don't remember. When people tell me, you remember in primary school we used to do this, I'm like, I don't remember. They're just things I don't remember. And I don't know why. Maybe I just remember what I want to remember. I don't know. But the things I don't remember. I don't remember his voice. But I remember alikuwa mkali. I remember how he acted. I remember what he did. I remember how he took care of his family. I remember what he was doing. Those kind of things. But there are things I don't remember. I don't know. Maybe I'm blocking the things I don't want to remember and remembering just the things I'm remembering. I don't know. These things that happen to brains, others, when you see a counseling person, they can unfold things for you and you're like, oh, that's why. I really I love mental stuff. So going back to grief, so I was saying that the things that you, after some time, you'll start forgetting because time has passed. Maybe you don't have pictures, you don't have voice notes, you don't have calls, you don't have videos. So from time to time, you will also be forgetting stuff. When death knocks, like when it knocks, you you go through different emotions. When grief hits you, you go through different emotions. There are people who are shocked, others get numb. Like from the moment they hear the news, they go numb. They like there's no feeling. There are people who don't even cry because they're in disbelief. Like, what is happening? What are you saying? That day when I got there to the hospital, and sorry about that. That day when I got to the hospital, I was told this is what has happened. I was, I was, I was like, wait, this looks like a movie. I was, wait. Okay, I received the news, then I cried. After I was like this, and then I was like, wait. I woke up, I was like, wait. I was like, no, wait, because it was not clicking. I was not clocking in. I was like, wait. It was so weird. And it sounded crazy. It sounded